Action. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
and welcome to the BYOB show. Please share out, please invite, because we got some information for you all this morning. We're giving out prizes for the most shares, and we're going to talk about, is procrastination killing your dreams? And so don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about that. And I know sometimes being women, we always want things perfect. And so we wait and we wait and then we run out of time. I always say, you think about something and you go to sleep and you wake up and you're 5 years down the road.
Oh my.
That's how I felt, that's how I feel sometimes. So my other co-host, go ahead. What do you all think about procrastination killing your dream?
I think procrastination, I think I've been saying this all week, but these conversations really inspire me to start thinking about what I'm doing in my life that I'm procrastinating in, because I am, even though you take one step, sometimes procrastination is sets in at different levels and it doesn't just happen in the beginning phase of something. I had just posted about writing my storybook and how I've asked myself, I've done all the steps, in order to get the information, find out my topic, all of these things, but something was stopping me. And I realized last night when I really started thinking about why I haven't presented it to the world, it was because of fear. That was why I was procrastinating. I think sometimes when we're procrastinating, we need to figure out why. Why is it that scrolling through social media is so much more interesting than taking care of something? Why is helping the neighbor down the street move way more important than taking care of a certain task that you had? And once you can pinpoint why you're procrastinating, then the real work really starts to happen. Because when I realized it was based off of fear, I had to stop them thoughts that I was having. I had to be like, whoa, I'm scraping at the self-worth statue. That self-love. I'm the one that's got the nail and hammer, and I'm picking away at it. And I had to, this morning I made the decision that I was not going to keep doing that. So no matter the fear that I have, the self-doubt that I have, you guys, Coach said it, we tell ourselves the worst things about us. It's not other people. I would love to say it was other people, but in all honesty, it's me.
So, Ebony, you're so right, because we have this inner critic. We are so harsh on ourselves. We do not give ourselves a break. It's like we expect perfection. And if we fall or slip, we don't do it. Or even worse, like you just said, we'll say, well, I don't think I can be perfect, so I'm not going to step out and do that. And when you think about it, if you actually listened to if you stopped and thought about what you say to yourself, if you heard someone saying that to your child or your friend, you would try to pull them up because it would come across like a big bully. It would just be so horrible. And we're doing that to ourselves. And so until we start to understand and interrupt that thinking and own that we're perfect, whole, and complete just as we are, like just because we are here, we're deserving, we're worthy. And it takes some effort, because we just do that critical thing, but it's automatic. You don't even know it's on until you stop yourself and pay attention. So I'm with you. With that is part of what is killing our dreams, is that we let that inner critic talk to us and it stops us. It holds us back. And that, I think you're right, that fear is the root of procrastination.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna let Ola chime in.
another thing too, if you think about it, we're our own worst critic. Most of us say, like Ebony said, you try to blame it on somebody else, but if you really look at it, you criticize yourself more than anybody. And a lot of us have so many different dreams that we have, but because of fear, you procrastinate and you like, well, I can't do it now. I'm gonna give it like a few more days. Let me ask a couple of my friends. But your friends, they have their own issues, you know. So you need to just just, you can feel in your heart what your passion is, and that dream that you have that you're very passionate about. Stop procrastinating, because when you keep asking yourself, well, no, I can't do it right now. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna give it like 3 or 4 more days, or let me ask this person, let me ask this person, let me do some research. But while you doing all that, your dream is fading. And somebody, that dream that you have, somebody else may have that same dream, and you look up and they've gone forward with that dream, and you're still sitting back there asking yourself and criticizing yourself on your skills and your abilities. So you just need to come on over here with us in this community. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay and get involved. Get your certification. Kill that dream. Kill that procrastination. Don't kill that. I mean, don't mean kill the dream, but kill the procrastination for your dream, and dream big. Dream for yourself. Look in the mirror and say, "I choose me."
Ooh.
That's great. That's great, Ola. That is.
And that's something that you got to say every day.
Yeah.
I swear, sometimes people look at me who know me personally and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Ebony, you got it all figured out, whoop-de-woo." And I'm like, whoa, because I don't mind being vulnerable. I had to really understand that what kind of person I am. And I'm an open book. So I am every single category that people say about people, I'm in that category. I am very sentimental. I am very materialistic. I am very emotionalistic. I am very all of these things. Like I attach to materials. I can't move from my house because this is the house that I started raising my babies in. And everything is so sentimental for me. And I have to let people know I'm not perfect, because if y'all understand, I got to talk to myself for 30 minutes at the least every day to tell myself, don't go in your bubble. You are great. You are wonderful. You are amazing. I have to surround myself in a community of women who tell me the same thing. Because for me, it's so easy to go inside of a bubble and to already think that other people don't like me. Because I have this thing where I think I would think for you and not even give you the opportunity to tell me what you think. Because I'll be like, oh, I talk too much. Oh, you think I talk too much? I ain't gonna talk at all. So really talk to yourself and be vulnerable with yourself. As much as we like to be vulnerable with other people. And like I said, I'm very sentimental, and I've had to be okay with that, because that all boils down to who I am to my core. I have to look at myself in the mirror. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you're able to see that reflection, you're able to see the way your jaw moves when you say something, the way your eye twinkles when you say something, all of that stuff, you guys, it has power. All in itself. And when you tell yourself that you can't do anything, look at how you look versus when you say that you can.
That's really good, Ebony, because I think when we sometimes look in the mirror, we're looking at, oh, what's wrong? Let me fix that. Let me see if I can perfect that and smooth that. We don't just automatically get up, and we should say, oh, you gorgeous creature. Oh, you amazing woman. You are awesome. You're successful. You're productive. You're loving. You're generous. You're kind. You also don't put up with too much. Like, we need to start our day with our affirmations, claiming the powerfulness that we are. And I think that can help uplift us out of some of that fear. And definitely it'll interrupt the negative talk that we have going on to ourselves and start putting us in the right direction of being productive instead of procrastinating, right? And I think that's important. And when you said that piece about knowing who you are deep down and just recognizing that that's special and unique, so if you're sentimental, I'm glad you're owning it, because that makes you special. If you're super generous and nurturing, that's a quality that's helpful. You also got to remember to turn that on yourself, right? And so be that generous and that kind and that sentimental with yourself too, so that you treat yourself well. And it's just, I think as women, we've got to really learn to love and accept ourselves fully.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. And I think that everybody comes into their own time. Me, I'm a pusher also, and I try to push women to do that as soon as possible. because your story, the things that you've been through, the things that you do, how you operate, how you have a conversation, somebody out there, I swear for goodness, needs that. We see it in our families all the time. Sometimes we have that auntie that comes around, and when you know that auntie come around, you know the party gonna get lit. You know you're gonna have a great time. You got that uncle that, you know, he always come with the jokes and stuff. These are qualities that we need to be able to see within ourselves and see that somebody out there needs that stuff. It's not just a want, it's a need.
Right.
You know, I've had so many amazing people come in my life, and I think about if I hadn't came encounter with these people, how my life could be different.
Right. But Ebony, if you had not done that, you wouldn't be able to see all these things. So that's why we're saying, go ahead and step out there. You know, sometimes when you're a baby boomer like me, you kind of get stuck in a place. But as you get older, and I know Ola can relate to that, we're thinking, oh, it's time for us now.
Yeah.
We spend so many years on the children and everything else. So it's time for us to really do something that's going to make us happy. And you're right, all those attributes that you have, you can get paid for. And the doors are about to close on this grant. So we want to make sure every woman out there that wants to make a change, want to step out of that perfection mode, that procrastination mode, can have a chance to do so by choosing one of these 12 grants so you can get certified and start making money, doing something that you love so you can be the real you. Who are you for real?
Well, that's really good. So we need to help women connect the dots on this one, because it is just what everyone's been saying. It's like, you've got a passion, you got an internal drive. One, love it, accept it, own it, and then take a look at, how am I supposed to share this with the world, right? How do I put that out there? And how do I use my talents for good, right? And so in this world right now, where we're a little bit more isolated, where we're really trying to operate from home, you can take that talent and turn it into some kind of online business where you can reach out and share with people. And a lot of us, including me, I didn't know what that looked like or how to do that. And one of the things that's helping me move forward in that was getting some education and getting some training in exactly how to do that. And that's what this program is all about. And then not only is there a program where you can learn that, there's a grant available that would pay like 85 to 90% of the tuition for this program, so that you'd get the training, the education, and the tools. I mean, you walk out ready to almost hit the button, go live on your business. And this is empowering. This is taking your dream to life. This is putting yourself out in the world. So don't miss this.
Right. So ladies, please share and invite, because if this grant is not for you, it could be for somebody else out there. One share can change a woman's life out there. There's somebody out there right now wondering, how can they afford to build a business? How can they afford coaching? How to move with the new trends so they don't have to go back to the workplace? Their exit plan, their brand, how to build a business, how to be a health coach, a life coach. There's 12 categories. Please go to that link, www.blackwomenequalpayday.com. The doors are about to shut, and we're on our second class. This is not new to us. This is our second certification class. And it's an awesome program. And because you see Ola there, wave, Ola, so they know who you are. She has 2 certifications.
Yes.
2. So you can get more than 1 certification in this program. And it's funded by the Free Women Grant. The Dr. Reverend Danielle Patterson Winningham is the founder of this program. She's given away over $1 million in grants. Her mission is to help women build profitable online business. If you already have an online business, but you're not making any money, you still need to take this course so you can learn how to be profitable.
And let's just be real, because someone mentioned that, you may not want to go back to work, because maybe you're at that point in your career. But the truth is, a lot of places are still closed and people don't have something to go back to. And then on top of that, there's a prediction that about 2 million women will be leaving the workforce because of COVID work-life balance issues, because they're taking care of their families, they're doing things, and the pressure is just too much. So you really, really got to think about, how do you stay in the game, generate income to take care of yourself and your family. You got to look at other opportunities. So when these doors are closing, when the buildings are closing, the offices are closing, the businesses may or may not be coming back, then what do you do to generate your own wealth and take care of your own family? And so I think it's a matter of, there's an opportunity right here, and there's a path being shown to you. And it's so, take that step out. And again, as you said, Chiquita, if it's not for you, it is for someone that you know. Someone's out there doesn't have a place to go back to. Someone's out there that's thinking that they cannot keep up trying to manage job, school for kids, take care of family, and all of that all at the same time. And they need to do something different. So let's share this with them and help them see the path. And as Chiquita said, there's 12 different certifications. So you get the basic foundation, how to build a business, and then you can get a little bit of training in a certain area so that you can fine tune your talent. Are you good at health and nutrition? Are you good at hooking people up? So you're into relationship coaching? Do you need a career coach because you have great experience being in the job market that you can then help people that are staying in the job market? All of the different things that are out there. Do you need to fight fear and help women move past all of their fears that hold them back? Are you interested in real estate? I mean, there's so many. Do you have a ministry? So there's so many different paths that this speaks to so many different women. It's a foundational piece, and it gives you, 12 different paths that you can choose, and you might even get a new idea out of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want me to keep it real?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but y'all better share this broadcast, because you know what? I don't know about y'all. The world has changed, but I don't want none of my girlfriends hit me up saying, "Can I borrow?" Look, I don't want to hear that, or I need, because you know what? Share this broadcast, because the person who shared this broadcast to me did not even think that I was going to go as far as I went. And look at me now. Look, in the world of handouts, even though there's a lot of opportunities out here, Eric, we all know somebody that got their hand out. I'm choosing, just like y'all should be choosing, what you gonna put in their hand. And this is what I'm putting in their hand. You could teach a man to fish, or you can bring him the fish. I'm gonna teach, because I can't keep sharing my fishies.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, share this broadcast, because somebody might want this certification, may need this certification. And we know as women, we do not tell you when we is struggling sometimes.
Right.
Your girlfriend may sit there, drink that coffee with you every morning, kiki, whoop-de, whoop-de, whoop, and go home and cry her eyes out because she ain't got no food on the table to feed her kids. Come on now, share this broadcast, y'all, because we trying to be nice to y'all. But come on now, we know it's a real world out there, real world things. Vicky said something about the teachers. Mm-hmm. I could not imagine being a teacher right now, especially the kids, my kids' ages. My kid found his little sticky thing, that little hand thing that you can stick on stuff at the park yesterday that I purposely left there. And this little boy put it in his mouth. I'm thinking COVID. And you got 30 of them in class right now? No, we got to share this broadcast. We got to share this wealth. Come on, y'all. You got to share. It's real world out there. Real world. Share this. You don't know. We do not know everybody's struggles. I know I'm the type that I'm a struggle in silence. I don't like to put the weight of my world onto somebody else. Some people don't mind it, but we all know it's more people like me out there than it is people that's looking for a handout. So share this broadcast, because somebody's scrolling through Facebook right now trying to figure out how they gonna make it. That's all I have.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
We just need to realize that. Thank you, Ebony. But we have so much value that we're holding it in, and we're not sharing that value. And I'm like, what I did, I just chose me.
Right.
And so I like she said, share. Somebody shared this with me, and I kept looking. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm like, okay, it's time for Ola to take care of Ola. I looked in that mirror and I said, it's your time. So I actually have 2 certifications through this program, and I can't be happier to have these 2. But because I look at, you have so much value, and a lot of us go to our graves with the value that we hadn't shared. And there's somebody out there that needs that, and I was thinking a few minutes ago, you have this, how they say you have the little devil on one side and a little angel on the other side. So
Mhm.
you going swaying back and forth. Should I go here? Should I go there? That's part of that procrastination thing we've been talking about.
Ooh,
You look at those little people on the side of you telling you, like you have the little devil telling you all the negative stuff, and you have the angel telling you all the positive stuff, and you're like, which way do I go? You choose you. Because those 2 right there, they're battling against each other, and you're sitting there in between them, and you're like, what am I doing? But you look in the mirror and say, choose you. Choose you. Get that value that you have. Take it, get that certification. Use that value, build it for something. And a lot of times what you're doing, you're building for your family. You're
right,
building for, and like Ebony said, we're not giving you a handout. This is a hand up. And a
right.
lot of us need that hand up. So
Teaching you how to fish.
yeah. And so,
Exactly.
it's a 10-week program, but you wasted 40 years. What's
Mm.
10 weeks versus than 40 years you wasted doing nothing?
Wow, that's
I
good.
won't say doing nothing. Some of them, you may be doing some of those skills that you learned on that job. You can turn those skills to benefit you personally now. Because, I always tell people that you slaved over that job. Why can't you slave that much for yourself? You know, because
Yeah,
you're more valuable than that job is. That job is going to fade
yeah.
eventually. And a lot of
Look,
us,
oh, you speaking something right
a
now.
lot of us, we're in this COVID situation, and a lot of us are not coming back to that job.
Right.
You got laid off. So what are you doing now? What are you going to do? You know that they're not open. A lot of the jobs are just kind of folded. Some of those businesses have actually gone out of business.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a job. So what are you going to do? Look at yourself. Choose you. Take that skill that you learned while you were there. Get this certification. Like Chiquita said, this is not going to be here forever. It's only a few days away where it won't be here anymore.
Right.
So why waste time now procrastinating? And it's here. We're giving it to you right now, telling you where to go to get it. Get registered. Get involved. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. They're dependent on you, especially if you have little kids. They're dependent on you.
Right.
That's right.
You're the only you that they have.
And the things that you are doing, this is the crazy thing. The things that you are doing and the ones that look up to you, because you never know who's looking up to you until you start doing something with yourself. And then they start saying, Auntie, I looked up to you when I was growing up. Auntie, I loved being around you because you was always just so happy. And I'm doing exactly what you did, what I saw you do. Things like that, y'all. These young kids, they looking at us, and I just turned 30, and I still got kids that's younger than me. I got girls that's in their early 20s that's like, wow, you over there doing this and doing that. And I remember not too long ago, I was 21 years old saying, I'm gonna be a millionaire one day. I'm gonna have my own community of women. I'm gonna help women succeed and grow and flourish. I done had big dreams since I was a little girl because this world is so big. Okay. When I walk outside, I see beauty in everything. The shade of the grass, y'all, that is beautiful to me. The way the sun shines and, all that science stuff, which I don't understand, but the science stuff, the heat just hits just right. And then, the clouds and the shades of the blue and all of these things. The world is so beautiful. Hate is taught. not being happy with ourselves. That stuff is, we see other people hate themselves and we start telling ourselves stuff like that. Shake it off, like Mariah Carey said. Shake it off. Today we're not doing that. We're not doing that stuff today. Today you're going to choose you're going to put yourself first. And I bet you once your seed starts to grow into that plant, you're going to be over here just as hyped up as I am, because when you are around community of women who want nothing more than for you to succeed, when you finally are heard, how about that? When you are heard, ain't nobody saying, what about you and so-and-so? No, it's you. We care about you. So what certification y'all gonna be choosing? Because I got my life coaching one. Which one? In the comment section, which one are y'all thinking about getting?
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah, that's good, Ebony, because really by the time 10 weeks are over, we'll be at the end of the year. You could be launching your business going into the new year. That could be you. New Year's resolution, kick it,
Right.
new start, new business, rolling.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Go into the new year talking about, I'm a business owner. Everybody gonna be like, what? Everybody's still talking about weight loss, and you like business owner. They're like, what?
Right. Yeah. How did you open a business during COVID? What? Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes picking you can be the best thing in life. And we all done seen it in little bitty glimpse of our life. Okay, when you told yourself you're going to go on that diet, right? And you eat your first jelly donut again. And you say, I'm doing this for me. And you go and sneak that jelly donut and you be like, oh, that's so good. That's so good. Come on now. We done all had them instances. And I guarantee you, over here, it feels so good, y'all. Look, if I would have knew about this, I'd give my whole paycheck to be in. That's no over exaggeration or nothing. I would give all the money in the world to be a part of this community. It is such an amazing community. Every single time I'm able to be more and more vulnerable with these women in ways that I'm not vulnerable with my husband, because he a man. He ain't gonna get me like a woman gonna get me. He gonna listen, but he ain't gonna get me. And when you are understood to your core, money can't buy that, y'all. When you are pushed past the limits that you done told yourself, money can't. Yep. What certification y'all trying to get? What y'all interested in? What makes y'all wake up and just smile?
Somebody made another good point about the community, because we always say it takes a village. And the thing about this community, it's full of encouraging. There's a lot of groups that you can belong to, and they're networking groups. There's just not the same kind of connection. We say village. We're talking about people that know what you're up to, encouraging you, supporting you, being in communication with you a couple of times a week, talking through similar issues, sharing things, asking the same kind of questions, getting some good coaching, and really being an inspiration to one another. And so it's unique. And I'm sure a lot of you have been in lots of different groups or participating in volunteer activities or helping nonprofits. And you can tell the difference that when you're there with a group of people that know you, support you, and encourage you versus that are just around you. So when you're going on a journey like this and you're doing something different and bringing your best self forward, having all that encouragement for when you get stuck in procrastination, when you get stuck in fear, when you're stuck on those things, people are going to help push you forward and keep you moving in spite of all of that stuff. So I think not only is there an education, but there's a community, a village to surround you and help you be successful. So www.blackwomenequalpay.com.
Yeah, and another thing with this community too as well, you may have this dream, you're not sure which way you want to go with it. Well, don't let that stop you, because once you get into this community, they'll help you figure out which one you need to go with, which one is your best choice to go with. So don't let that hold you back. And like we want you to go out and shout and say, hey, I just got funded and I'm getting certified. So that should be your statement for the day. I just got funded and I'm getting a certification. Say that again. Say it loud. Say, I just got funded and I'm getting my certification today.
We need Rose to sing us a song.
Oh, I know.
She'll be in here if y'all ask. She'll be in here to say this title you got funded. You have on your PayPal. It says you got money.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that. If you get this certification and certified, you'll start getting those emails from PayPal that says you got money. And that's the sweetest message that you get from PayPal. And that's what this certification it's it's no other certifications out there like this that are being funded. And let me tell you this, you don't have to have a credit score. You don't have to be qualified. We not running the credit check. We don't even ask your date of birth. Don't even ask your social security number. Don't even ask your EIN number for this grant. So this grant stands out from all the other grants and everything that's funded out there. And so you have to go ahead and sign up today because class is getting ready to start. If you're determined and you want to be certified, you're qualified. So go now.
And like I said, shout, throw your hands up, say, hey, I just got funded and I'm getting certified.
All right.
Today, right now, I'm going for it.
Right.
I'm not letting my dreams be destroyed by procrastination. I just got funded and I'm getting certified.
Right.
Today.
So please share out the broadcast. Remember, we give prizes for the most shares. And we got to get out of here today. We can't be procrastinating too long, but we wanted to come. I got that from Sheree. Thank you. Y'all be in Sheree's inbox.
Yeah. So procrastinate. Get started. We're going to get our day going.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get our day. Go to that link right now and put in and see all the opportunities. Pick one, pick two. Whatever you want to be in your next life. There is life after COVID. There's people still making money. Statistics always say when there's something going on in the world, that's when the most new businesses are started. Because you finally wake up and say, hey, I need to do something else. I've been depending on the wrong people. Start depending on yourself.
Choose you.
Choose you. And that's a great note to end on. So we see you guys later. Go to that link, www.blackwomenequal now.
Have a good day.
Bye.